Back when I was 13, I used to stay home alone any chance I got. It's not that I didn't like my family or anything. I just felt so independent being able to have the entire house to myself. I've done it tons of times and did what most 13-year-olds did, home alone. Anyways, my mom needed to take my sister to a doctor's appointment, and since I've been staying home alone a lot by then, she didn't even ask if I wanted to go with. So, as soon as the car door shut and the car pulled out of the driveway, I popped in a movie, got some chips, and called my friend. Sadly, she couldn't come over this time, so I was alone. An hour passes and I hear a knock at the door. And normally I wasn't allowed to answer it, but I broke rules all the time, so I answered it anyways. It was a guy, late 20s, average built and tall. He might have been short, but I was a 13-year-old girl, so any guy above 5'5" would have been enormous to me. He said he was with the water company and needed to check our water pressure by looking at the water tank. Now, I might have been only 13, but I could tell he did not work with anyone. First off, he had no uniform. All he had on was a cheap Walmart-like flannel and blue jeans. And I didn't see a car anywhere with any logo or any vehicle in sight besides my neighbor's. I said something that I wish I hadn't. I said he'll have to wait till my mom gets back. When I saw his eyebrows raised suddenly, I knew I messed up. He apologized for bothering me and left. I honestly forgot about the whole incident for a while until I heard a car pull up. When I got up and checked outside, I saw the guy that was at my front door and another guy getting out of a red car and making their way up to my house. I took off out of the back door and ran down to the nearest store to get a hold of somebody. The whole time I was running, I was so scared. I wondered if they saw me leave and could be chasing me. Thankfully, I got to the store with no issue, and thankfully, the guy working behind the counter knew me and my family, and he called the police immediately. When they got there, they found the two guys in my house with my front door kicked in. They arrested them and called my mom. I never saw those guys again, and it took years until my mom was able to let me stay home alone again. I know this isn't as scary as most stories you hear on here, but being a 13-year-old girl home alone, knowing that some creepy guy is gonna break in, is truly terrifying.